Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Candid Chat with Cricketgraph. I'm Vignesh Karge, and today we have someone who's currently preparing for the World Cup. But before coming to our guest, I would like to thank our sponsor for the video, Element. Element is India's first post-cosmetic brand which manufactures products such as white zinc, brown zinc, sunscreen, face wash, and many other products which help you protect your face. So if you need anything like that, check out the description below. Now, coming back to our interview, today we have someone from the Netherlands team. He just made his debut in March against New Zealand. He had his breakthrough series against West Indies with an average of 49. He had 250s against the mighty Pakistan in a three-game series. So, without further ado, I would like to call upon Mr. Vikramjit Singh. How are you, Vikram?
Yeah, cheers. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, let us talk about your debut game versus New Zealand. So, how did you feel to take up the international stage, for the first time?
Nervous. I was very nervous actually. Yeah. Uh, I was actually in India, um, having a little training camp up in Punjab, up north,
Okay.
and that's where I got the call up. Uh, the coach called me up and said, "Yeah, you've been picked to go to the NZ and then make your ODI debut." Yeah, and I was very excited. Also nervous, but also very excited. And I knew I was ready to go because I was working hard for it.
Actually, let's go back a few years and you're actually just 19 only right now. You're not even
Yeah,
that old, I would say. So
no.
when did this cricketing journey start for you?
Actually, my dad always used to play cricket in the Netherlands,
Okay.
and I think I was about 11 when I really like started playing hardball cricket. Well, you always used to like play a little bit tennis ball cricket here and there, but I was really into it until I was 11 years old. And the first year I played, I actually played with my dad. I played a practice game that the club he used to play for. I played with them and I loved it. And ever since I've been playing.
Okay. But so you always wanted to be a batsman, or were there any other thoughts too?
Um, Actually, yeah. I always actually didn't want to be a batsman because my dad was a batsman. So I'm just actually just walking into my dad's footsteps. So yeah, I always wanted to be a batsman. Uh, I have bowled a bit. I used to bowl medium pace, and then yeah, might have to work on those a little bit more before I can call myself all rounder.
So actually, you are from the Netherlands, but you have an Indian heritage. So
Yeah.
you're back in India. It is quite a complicated process, I would say. The selection process is quite complicated. There are a lot of different levels. Could you tell us more about the Netherlands cricketing culture and what kind of selection criteria is there?
The thing I think what makes it real hard here as well is because we don't really have a first class setup because we don't play red ball cricket, so we don't
Okay,
really have a first class setup. So at one stage when I played against Pakistan, a week before that, the game before that, I was playing club cricket. I was playing, so we have top class, and yeah, I was playing that. So if you perform well in top class, you get because the community isn't that big in the Netherlands cricketing wise. So it's actually they just get they just pick it out of top class
so it's
cricket.
like
So club cricket, yeah,
okay, it's like club cricket and then the international cricket straight away after that.
that's it. Yeah.
And around how many clubs are there, in Netherlands?
Oh, there's at the moment what be the top class. So the first grade league. There's I think there's only 8 or 10 in them.
Okay.
But if you count all the clubs, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Maybe 40, 50. So still not a lot, but it's quite decent amount.
But yeah, I think it'll definitely grow. This year Netherlands cricket has actually come quite in the limelight, I would say,
Yeah,
because so many series happening, against state international teams. So yeah, I
exactly.
mean, it was quite fascinating to see you guys go up against them. So let us go back to the West Indies series now. You averaged 49 in your second series straight away, after debut series.
Yeah,
And it seemed like you were actually finding your feet somehow. You were getting them. You were scoring a lot of runs. You were getting your starts, and you
yeah.
got a 50 as well. So at which moment, in that innings you realize that you actually belong there, you're quite just comfortable in
I
your
think,
own skin.
yeah, I think I realized that before that series. I think when we played New Zealand in New Zealand, um, that's where I really realized, this is I can do this. It was still tough, but yeah, like you said, finding my feet. I think that was the series. I thought this is actually not that hard. It is still hard, but it's yeah. That was actually the series where I was like, yeah, international cricket, I'm made for this, And
Yeah,
then just walking into the West Indies series, um, yeah, similar to NZ, I was comfortable.
that's superb. And the next series, the Pakistan one. Sorry, after the England
Yeah,
series, the Pakistan one. That actually,
yeah,
there were a couple of games where the Dutch could have prevailed, over the
yeah, yeah,
Pakistan
yeah,
team.
yeah,
Yeah. So the
yeah,
first and the final ODI, I think it was, you actually had quite a chance to win the game, and I think in both those
yeah,
games you scored a half century in each of those
yeah.
games. So like, how positive of a series was that for you personally as well as for the Dutch team?
I think obviously we had a long summer, and that was the last game, last ODI game of the summer, and
Right.
our mindset was to go out there and win against one of these big countries. And even though we didn't manage to do that, I think we just showed that associate cricket isn't that far off the big
Yeah,
teams, what we call the big
absolutely.
teams, right? Um, I think, yeah, especially in the first one and the last one,
Hmm.
it's couple runs here and there, and then yeah, you don't know. We win a couple of games or win the whole series against Pakistan.
Yeah, I mean, I used to wake up in the morning and see, oh my God, so close. They were
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
really, really close, both those games. So yeah, I mean that's actually amazing. Like how close now the Dutch cricket is getting to the top
Yeah,
five or top six teams. So that's amazing. And now currently, you are in Australia, right? Preparing
we in
for.
Australia at the moment in Brisbane, uh, having a training camp before the T20 World Cup starts.
So how are the preparations going so far?
The preparations are going well. We just flew from Adelaide a couple of days ago. Our
Okay.
first, we were in Adelaide. We had a couple of games there, a couple of practice games, and now we're in Brisbane. Got a couple of games, practice games here, and then yeah, we off to Melbourne after that.
So what
So
are
so
your
far it's going good.
okay. So what are your kind of expectations from the World Cup right now?
No, I'm always going to be positive. I'm going to say we're going to win all three of the first round games, and then go to the Super 12. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we might not win that. That team is tough. I think we got the chance, and we will hopefully win all three of the games.
Definitely anything can happen in cricket. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's just on your day. It's just on your day.
Yeah,
I think thank you so much for coming along. But before we actually end our interview, there are a few fan questions. I did put it out
yeah,
on
yeah. Go for it.
Instagram. So yeah, first question is, which international bowler you felt was the most challenging for you?
What international bowler was the most challenging? Oh, I actually have two. No,
That's-
sorry, three. So is it fine? I got three of them. I
Yeah, yeah,
can't
sure,
tell
sure.
you one. They're all pretty challenging. But in the NZ series, I had Jameson. Jameson, very tall guy playing
Quick,
on
right.
quick wickets. He bowled a couple of quick balls to me that I did not know where they went. And then I had Alzari Joseph against the West Indies,
Oh,
very
yeah.
quick, bowling 150. That was very challenging. And against Pakistan, I think these are the three top bowlers I can get out of my head as Naseem Shah, swinging the ball both ways and bowling quick. These three bowlers, yeah,
All
are the
bowl
toughest bowlers I
145
faced.
plus. Yeah. The
Exactly.
next, yeah. So the next question is, do you ever think of coming to India and playing cricket here?
Um, at the moment, no. At the moment, I'm really focused, focused to play for the Netherlands. I think this is no, at the moment, no. That's smart. So no, at the
Maybe
moment,
in the
no.
future, maybe.
At the moment, I'm focused. Maybe let's see where it goes. But yeah, I'm really focused. I want to pursue my career in the Netherlands. I want to play as many games as I can for the Netherlands cricket team.
Let's just hope when you come in India, you're in one of the IPL teams. Let's just say that for now.
Yeah, let's hope that.
As a final question from our fans, one thing you keep in mind which helps you bat through the innings.
Sorry, once again.
One thing you keep in your mind when you bat through the innings, right? One thing that just keeps you going.
What's the ball?
Quite simple.
That's I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. That's the one thing that I keep telling myself is watch the ball. I think everything else just all the practice you do, everything everything else just automatically happens as long as I'm watching the ball. I think for all the young kids out there as well, the most important thing is to watch the ball.
That's the easiest thing and the most toughest thing to do at the same time, I would say.
Exactly.
So, I
Yeah,
mean, so I think we are done here. But thank you so much for coming along, Vikram,
perfect. Thank you. Yeah, no worries.
and yeah, very good luck for the World Cup as well. No, we definitely want to
Cheers.
see the Dutch team do well. Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.